Should you tell your twin flame that you're twin flames? I want to tell you that it's okay to tell your twin flame that you're twin flames, and here's why. First of all, there's a lot of people out there that say that telling your twin flame that you're twin flames is a bad idea. They think that if you tell your twin flame that you're twin flames, that they're gonna like run away from you, or like that's controlling, and that's not true. It's not controlling to tell your twin flame that you're twin flames. What is controlling is withholding information or stopping yourself or controlling yourself what you want to express. And so I want you to know that your twin flame union is safe, it's secure, indestructible. And so no matter what you tell your twin flame, it's going to be okay, right? Like you're going to have your next step, no matter what you tell them. So some people tell your twin flame that you're twin flames, and your twin flame's like, oh yeah, I thought so too.
Or, what's a twin flame?
Right? Maybe they're not spiritual. Maybe they don't know about this work. But a lot of you have had the experience where you tell your twin flame, I think we're twin flames. And then you get like a lot of pushback. Okay. And so because of that pushback, or that fear of pushback, a lot of you are like, oh, I'm not even gonna like tell them, because I don't want them to like run away from me or think I'm crazy. Right. And so I want you to like really examine that. And we're going to break that apart together. You don't want to tell your twin flame what you feel because you're afraid of how they're going to react. And that is codependency. That is trying to control the situation for a desired outcome by withholding information, right? There's a difference between control in this case and tact and wisdom, right? What you don't want to do is like run up to them and be like, we're twin flames. We're twin flames. Here's a twin flame badge. You're going to put a sticker on your chest that says twin flame. I belong to that person. That's a little bit of control. They do have to come through to their own conclusion, but there's nothing that's part of that says that you can't tell them, right? So then what do you do if you do tell them? You're like, I just need to tell them. I need to get this off my chest. And you feel like you need to tell them, and let's say that they respond like, what's that? Or I looked up this information online, and cult, What if they say that? Oh, there's a lot of stuff online. There's a lot of like fear mongering and people that don't really believe in true love. And I am sorry for you if you came across that information, because that just detracts from your truth. So I'm sure that if you're watching this video, you're the one who's following your heart, right? And so if your twin flame is like, what is this? This is weird. No, I'm not your twin flame, and is resistant, then there's something really easy for you to do. You don't push on them. You don't say, oh, you're resistant. Let me explain why we're twin flames, and you don't try to push your agenda on them, right? You acknowledge where they're at. Like, okay, my experience is this is your experience, and your experience doesn't mean that what I experience isn't real, right? You're still saying, well, I feel that you are, and here's why, if you want. But if they're very resistant, they're putting up a boundary, like, leave me alone, leave them alone, right? But you didn't lose anything by telling them. The feelings that were present there with them were already there. And so here's what you do in that case. If it makes you feel bad, if you express your feelings to this person and you're like, you're my twin flame, and they push you away, you do something called the mirror exercise. So if your true twin flame does that, doesn't mean they're a false twin flame. It means that there's some deeper healing to take place here. And you do the mirror exercise. And the mirror exercise shows you what is going on inside of you that they are reflecting. So here's an example. You tell your twin flame that you're twin flames, and they push you away. So I'm going to run that one through the mirror exercise. It's 4 steps. Step 1, state the upset. I'm upset at my twin flame because when I told them we were twin flames, they pushed me away. Step 2, you change all the nouns to pronouns pointing at yourself. I'm upset at myself because when I told myself I'm myself, I pushed myself away. Sounds weird, but I'm going to carry you further. Step 3, ask yourself, is this true on any level? And the answer is always yes. And so you go into this part of you that feels like you're pushing your own love away, you're pushing your own truth away, you're pushing your divine self away on some level. You're not seeing yourself as your own best friend and perfect partner. And so that is why you're having your twin flame push you away, because you're not seeing yourself that way, because they are your mirror. And if you don't recognize that before your twin flame comes to you, so it's the creator, then you, then your twin flame. If you have mismatched that and you've put them in between you and the creator, then you're going to get them pushing back on you. It is like that. It's A plus B equals C, right? So if you're experiencing that, and you notice that you feel this in your heart, go to step 4. So you go to that part of you that's causing the problem, and you ask that part of you what it needs to feel loved, and then you give that to yourself and give that part of you all the love that you need in this moment. And you can imagine, like shining a bright white light in your heart. You can imagine giving yourself a big hug inside and just claiming yourself as your perfect partner first, claiming the divine as your perfect partner. It's like one and the same. There's no compartmentalization, even though the brain wants to do that. But truly, like, no one can treat you better than you. No one, not even your twin flame when you're in harmony, right? Like when you're married to your twin flame, they're not going to take over loving you for you. You have to love you for you. They can't do that because they are you, right? And so when you love yourself and you give yourself all the attention that you need here, you're going to feel relief and peaceful, and you're going to go back to your twin flame not claiming you as their twin flame. And it's not going to feel so bad, because what they did was they gave you this gift of healing. Now, I know that sometimes it can feel really hard, right? It can feel like, I'm just so upset at them. I'm so upset. That's where I might come in, and the teachings of union might come in. And so you can have support with the mirror exercise. So if you're interested in working with me and you want to try it out, you can book an introductory session with me. They're currently 50% off. Go to the link in the description box under this video, or visit twinflamesheartsdesire.com, and you can try it. Now I want to talk about what happens if you tell your twin flame you're twin flames and they're like, yeah, I think so too. Okay, that's the second thing, because that can happen, right? If you're loving yourself and you're claiming yourself as your perfect person, and you know that you are responsible for giving yourself love, then your twin flame might reflect that back to you. So then what, right? If you're like, okay, we both identified ourselves as twin flames, so there's a lot more to go than just that, right? Now you want to partner with the divine here to actually reveal them completely. And what you and this person can do is you can write something called a love list, where it's a list of qualities that you desire in a partner. And it is not physical. It's not like, I want them to have blue eyes and blah, blah. No. It's completely spiritual. They're like, honors their word, or is honest about their feelings and not afraid to share their feelings, and is curious about your feelings, or is trustworthy, like things like that. Like, and you can be very detailed, right? Be as detailed as possible. If you want kids, then put that in your love list, and then ask that person to make a love list too, separate from you. Like, visit all the places where you've been hurt in relationships and write the opposite down on paper. Take maybe a day to do this. Like, take some real time to do this and write that down, and ask your person to do that too, and then read each other's love list to each other. And if this is your true twin flame, they're going to match almost all, like 90%, and maybe that other 10% is like stuff that you're working on, or stuff that is in process, or stuff that like you need to develop in yourself. Like in your love list, your twin flame person is not going to necessarily match your love list if you are not matching your own love list. For example, like if you want a person, if your perfect partner, twin flame, is you want them to be financially stable, right? But you're not, right? And so maybe this is an area where you're like looking outside of yourself for love, but you need to build that within yourself. Or maybe you're not financially stable and they're not financially stable and you're like trying to grow into that. That's fine. It doesn't mean that they don't match your list. It just means, okay, well, I don't even match my list here, right? But you're working on it, okay? If you want help with the love list, there's a really, really good class that you can watch. It's called the Twin Flames Dreams Coming True e-course. It's on the Twin Flames Universe website. If you want help one-on-one working through that, we can do that in your introductory session if you want to. And I really want to help you with this because I desire for twin flames to be together in love, in harmony. And yes, you can. You can have that despite what it looks like right now. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bye-bye.